Well, good day there, and welcome to a new video. And today we are doing I've just got a new account set up here. I'm doing a guide to the 2025 Starr Road. So whether you're just starting the game this year or you're starting the game recently, here's a full guide on how to on what brawlers you should unlock first, what the best brawlers are, best way to basically be good. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue with this. So the first brawler we start off is Nita, which obviously costs 160 credits as it is a rare brawler. With these first few brawlers you've got, so you have Nita, Primo, Jessie, Poco, Jackie. Those first 5 brawlers that you unlock, you cannot swap or change those brawlers until you get to Brock, which is the first brawler where you're able to swap between a Brock and a Barley. Now, if you have a Supercell ID, you can automatically get Brock. That which leads us to our second one, which is Bo. So you got the two options between. This is your first epic, I believe. So you got the two options between a Bo and Ems. I would honestly, this is pretty tricky because they're both kind of mid brawlers, and they've been pretty mid for a long time, but I feel like when Bo gets his hypercharge or a damage boost and whatever, he seems to skyrocket up the meta. In terms of that, I think Bo is probably more better to play and gets counted less. So I think Bo is the very first pick on that, so I would pick Bo for the very first epic choice. Next brawler we got a rare brawler rare. Now the question mark here means that because you didn't select Barley or Brock, the question mark would be this filling space. And now I'll explain this right now. So I cannot unlock Bull because I have to go through the road to unlock Bull. But I can choose either to unlock Colt or the rare brawler which I didn't choose before. But because if I decide to get a Supercell ID and unlock Barley, that will automatically give me Colt. The next choice you've got is the next super rare choice. That is between Dynamite and 8-Bit. Now, this kind of depends on what type of player you are, because 8-Bit is very good. But in terms if you want to have a fun play, I think you definitely would be better off going Dynamite first. So, your next brawler is another epic. Now, because you didn't select Ems as your last epic, that would make Ems just that would make the choice between a B and an Ems. I would still go for B because B is your first marksman that you unlock besides Brock. First proper marksman. So yep, I'll still go for B. Now your next brawler that you've got here is another rare brawler. Bull would be automatic. I don't know why. That's kind of odd that I've just noticed that. But because you've already got like Brock, Barley, and Colt. So yeah, Bull will automatically be another one you get, so you don't have to worry about picking one for Bull if you've already got a Barley Supercell. Now you get another super rare, so you've got 2 choices between here, or 3 actually. You've got Tick, Carl, and then you have 8-Bit as well. But 8-Bit, between these 3, I still think maybe Carl may be the best one here. Carl will probably be the best for this year if he gets a good hypercharge, so I would stick with Carl and go for it. Your next one will be Frank. Now you got 2 choices. This is your epic one, so you got between a Frank, the Stu, and then you got your last pick. Well, not your last pick, I mean the pick that you didn't choose before, which would be Ems. Now I honestly, this is a very different sort of this is a very hard choice to make. So it depends on your play style. If you want to play more of a tank role, you want to go Frank. If you want to play an assassin role, you'd go Stu. Or if you like mobility, you've got good ping, you can go Stu. And I think I wouldn't choose Ems out of the 3. I definitely would not choose Ems. He's just not good. So it's a very hard choice. So you could choose between the 2 of those if you like. I'm going to choose maybe Stu, because I'm more of an assassin player. Next one we've got is our first 3 choices. Now, this is our first mythic brawlers that we unlock. So you've got the choice of Mortis, Tara, and Jean. This would be the hardest one to choose because it's honestly the hardest one to choose when I was starting the account. Actually no, I actually started the account before I had the Starr Road, but this was on my second account. Yeah, so this is your first set of mythics. You could obviously unlock it for half price, which is pretty cool. Other than that, this is different. If you want to have a lot of fun, Mortis is really fun to play. If you want a really good brawler for like rank, Jean's very good. I would leave Tara probably later, but you either got the choice of Mortis or Jean. Mortis is a pretty good brawler, so I'd pick Mortis. We drop on to another rare brawler. Okay, so because you didn't pick... I don't know how it's weird how this works. I don't know why it works like that, but anyway. It says you got two choices here, but you really only got one because you only picked basically one. So yeah, you automatically get Rosa at that tier. Because of Barley Supercell ID. If you didn't, then honestly make Rosa last choice. Next one is your super rare brawler. So you only get one brawler. You only get one new brawler out of this choice. So that's Daryl, and you got the option between Daryl, 8-bit. So you got the option between Daryl, 8-bit, or Tick. This obviously again depends on what type of player you are, but I'm gonna go Daryl for this one. The next brawler you unlock is Pam, Epic Brawler. I would not pick Pam, and to be honest, because she's pretty terrible and not fun. So your other options you would have would be a Frank or or Ems. I would go Frank for this choice, so I would go Frank, which leads us to the next Mythic Brawler. So now your choice here would be either, if you chose Mortis, you would have the choice of Jean and Tara, as well as Max. Now, this is very difficult. I think the Mythic Brawlers are the hardest to choose for because they're all pretty good. I do like Max. I just don't think Max. I don't know. You either go between Jean or Max. It's a very hard choice. You choose your pick, but I will probably go on the play that I play most, probably, which is probably Jean. I'll go Jean on this one. So anyway, we'll jump on to our very first legendary brawler. We've got the choices of Leon, Crow, and Spike. This is very hard to choose. Again, this is another very hard one to choose, but I feel like it depends on your sort of play style. If you want to play a bit more of a passive, annoying brawler, you go Crow. If you want to like do more of a damage, you go Spike, and if you want to be like a sneaky guy, you'd go Leon. They're all pretty decent, probably except for maybe Crow, because he's only good in one game mode. So maybe don't go Crow. Do definitely go maybe Leon. I'm thinking Leon probably most right now, because he's quite good. Either Leon or Spike you can go with, I think either one, but I'm going to pick Leon because I'm more of an assassin type, and I don't really like playing Spike. And then you get your last rare, but because you've already unlocked all the rare brawlers, you don't get this option. So then we go to the super rare. So now you've got the option of Penny, I believe it was 8-bit, and Tick, if I believe that was right. This is very hard, because Penny's a very versatile brawler, same as, and Tick's a very annoying brawler, a lobby brawler. Though having more lobby brawlers is better, but you've already got two of them, so maybe a damage dealer or a sort of, maybe, I'm not too sure, really. I think a Penny might be the best option, but depends on how the meta goes during the year, but Penny might be the best option to go here, so I'll leave that. Epic Brawl, another Epic Brawl, so you get another epic choice here. You got the choice of Griff, obviously Griff, 8-bit, and Tick. This is hard as well. This is very hard as well. I think Griff's a lot more funner, and you can play. It's a tank counter, and tank counters are normally just a lot better because they can also counter assassins and stuff like that. Well, 8-bit has a support sort of mechanic. If you want a brawler that is really more of a support, you'd go an 8-bit. If you want a brawler that's more a... Okay, your next set of mythics. You got the choice of Byron, Tara. So you either got the choice of Byron. So you've got the choice of Byron, Tara, or Max. I would actually go Max for this one. Max is a fun brawler, and fun brawlers are always better. Anyway, we're jumping to another super rare brawler. Okay, so we now got three choices here. We've got Rico and 2 choices that we would have made before. So you forgot between a Rico, 8-bit and Tick. I would still go Rico, to be honest. That's no debate. He's just way better and funner. Now you got another epic brawler. So you got the choices between Edgar, I believe it's Edgar, Frank, and might be a strong or disagreeing opinion, but you're gonna boost a lot in trophies if you go Edgar because he's a noob destroyer as well as Frank. So I don't know, maybe Edgar is a pretty decent assassin against those annoying brawlers, and can be it's basically probably your only second assassin you've unlocked in the game, but besides Stu and Mortis. He's got a proper assassin role. I believe, yeah, Edgar might be the best choice. It might be a disagreeing choice, but it is the easiest way to get trophies early game. Let's jump on to our first legendary. Oh no, second set of legendaries. So you got the choice of Sandy. I believe it was Sandy, Spike, and Crow. Probably Crow. Actually, I'll go Crow. So as this one. Your next set is you got between 2 new brawlers now. You got you got Piper and you got BB. Now, yep, they play very differently. If you're more of a, they're both very fun to play too. So, this is an incredibly hard choice, but you do need more marksmen, especially on those long range maps. So maybe check out what the maps are going to be. Do a bit of research. But if you got longer range maps, you go Piper. She's more relevant in the meta. BB is pretty good. She's fast, very fast brawler. We also got, did we do Frank in the last one? No. We also got the other 2 choices, which is Frank and Ems. So this makes it very difficult. I would have to go, it depends on what type of player you are. It's very hard. I would go Piper. Maybe we'll go Frank. So we'll go Frank. We got another super rare. So now we got 3 choices with the super rare. So now we got Gus. We've got Gus and 2 other super rares, which I forgot which way they were. They were 8-bit and Tick. Okay, this one is kind of difficult because Gus is extremely good in the meta. So if you want to play ranked, Gus is the perfect brawler for that. And so if you're more of a competitive player, if you're more of a fun player or something like that, you also got 8-bit as a choice as well. But you do need more throwers. Tick's very good in bounty, so is Gus. It's a very hard choice. Honestly, I'll go Gus. I'm sorry that 8-bit and Tick getting left behind here, so yep, so now the next choice will be Gus, if that was my honest opinion. Okay, so this is your next batch of mythics. So you've got 2 new brawlers here. You got Mr. P and Squeak. They're both mid brawlers, so I would either pick your Tara. I would either pick Tara or whatever the other mythic was, I forgot. I'm just trying to rewind what I said before, but depends on your 2 brawlers. You've got the option of Tara and Max, really, because these 2 brawlers are pretty mid. So I think you go Max on this one. I think I will go Max on this one, so unfortunately I'll go Max on this one. Next is a set of epic brawlers. This time you've got a new one called Grom, and you've got 3 other ones that you didn't choose before. So the 3 other ones you didn't choose before would be Frank. Oh no, we chose Frank before, hold on. We've got Ems, BB, and Piper. So between those 3, Grom is pretty good. He's a noob destroyer. Though I would have to give it to maybe Piper next. So your next one will be Piper. Probably the best choice there. Alright, your next set of legendaries, you've got 2 new ones. You've got the Amber and you've got Meg. Now, Amber is 100%, you gotta pick Amber. There's no debate with that. Pick Amber, 100%. Don't need a question. She's just way better than Meg. This you would have a choice between 2 super rares, which will be your Tick and 8-bit. I would choose 8-bit for this one. So, or if you like to be annoying, you could choose Tick. Either way. They're not really that different in the meta. Okay, so now you got your next set of epics, but because you've already got a marksman, you don't really need Nani. So I would either opt for maybe BB, Grom. You got the choices of Nani, BB, Grom, and Ems. I would honestly go BB for this one. Yeah, so I'll honestly go BB for this one. Even though Nani's pretty good, you've already got a few marksmen, and you need someone that's got a bit of mobility too, so you gotta get BB. Okay. Flipping the page over. Because I wrote a whole 3 pages on this. Then you get next batch of legendaries, and yes, Chester is one of those new ones, okay? You got the choices between Chester, Meg, Crow, you got Chester, Meg, Sandy, and Spike. I would choose Chester, because Chester is a really fun brawler. So, 100% choose Chester. He's also pretty good at tank counter, so tank counters are very good, and assassin counters are pretty good as well. So, yeah, so Chester's definitely the choice there. There's no debate. And then you get your last super rare. So your last super rare will be Tick. Then you got a new epic brawlers. You got a new epic brawler, Bonnie, and you've got a few more there. So you've got the choices of Bonnie, Nani, Ems, and Grom. This is a very hard choice, obviously, but I do like Bonnie because she has multiple roles. However, she's pretty terrible in the meta, in this current meta. So whether if she gets buffed sooner or she gets a hypercharge, she might be really good, really strong actually, in fact. So I could count on that happening because she's been pretty low for a long time. So obviously what goes down always comes up. So maybe go Bonnie for this one, trust me. So Nani is a very good choice as well. So I don't know between Bonnie or Nani. Maybe go Nani. Nani's probably a safer choice. Actually, just go Nani. Sprout. You got the choice of Sprout, Mr. P, Squeak, and Tara. This is a hard choice, but Sprout is pretty good. Though, my personal preference would be Tara, but I guess, you know, that's actually quite hard. Sprout's not very... She's pretty good on certain maps. Tara's pretty good on certain maps. They're all pretty good on certain maps, to be honest. But if I was to pick one, I would pick maybe Tara because she's got team wipe potential. And you need a brawler that has team wipe potential. You can tell I don't like artillery brawlers. Okay, next one is Hank, and 100% get Hank. There's no debate. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, so you've got the option, because Hank is an epic brawler, you've got the options of Hank, Nani, Grom, or Ems. I would go Hank. And I think he's going to get a buff soon, so just go Hank. Next brawler is Mythic. So your next brawler choice is Mythic, and your new brawler you unlock is Grey. Now, Grey is insanely good. It's actually a very hard choice between Grey, Sprout, Mr. P, and Squeak. Though I would actually probably pick Grey out of all of them, so... Yep, so Grey would be your newest choice. You'd pick that. That's what I recommend going, because he's pretty versatile. He's pretty good into everything. Good in every game mode except for, even Heist actually, I was going to say. So, yep, very good into that. Now your next set of legendaries is you've got now the option to get Surge. Now I will 100% get Surge. There's no debate. So 100% get Surge, no debate. Gale. Gale is a first good controller and good tank counter, as well as is an epic brawler, so maybe go Gale for this one, because you need a good tank counter, and Gale is the best one out there. So remember, when you're picking brawlers, you want to pick brawlers with a different set of classes, so you've got a variety in rank, but mainly Gale is probably the most best one to pick out of those 3. And then you got a new mythic, you got a Willow, you got the option of Willow, Sprout, Mr. P, and Squeak. This is impossible to choose. It depends. It's impossible. But maybe I would go with, if I was to be predicting that Mr. P's hypercharge, I'd probably go Mr. P. Willow's pretty plain, but also underrated as well. So, and she's an artillery, so you've got that on top. Maybe go Willow. Now you got a new set of legendary. So this is Cordelius, and I'll 100% get Cordelius. New epic brawler, Colette. New epic brawler, Colette. I'm getting quite tired. I'm doing this all in one set of recording, so you gotta forgive me for that. Anyway, for Colette, you'll wanna do... For Colette, you've got the options of Nani, Grom, and Squeak. Colette's an insanely good tank counter, but I will go Nani for this one because you do need a marksman and then something to counter Piper, so I did forget about that earlier, so maybe go Nani for this one. Now, the newest brawler you unlock is Doug, and I would not go him at all unless he gets a really good rework. So you've got the option of Doug, Sprout, Mr. P, and Squeak. I would go Sprout, maybe, or Mr. P, maybe. I'm gonna stick it safe and go Squeak. Oh, actually no, I'll go Sprout. Okay, so I just had my lunch. Nice lunch, some grapes. Anyway, we were up to Doug. Okay, so Doug, choose Nani. Okay, next brawler is Kit. Oh, the Kit's Kit. I think I actually do choose Kit, even though he's really only good for niche situations. So you got the choice between Kit and Sandy. Really, it's a hard choice, but I think I'll go Kit because he's a more versatile brawler. He's still very underrated, strong, so definitely go Kit for that one. Next brawler is Chuck. Now Chuck has a very niche use case. Most of the time, you're probably better off going another brawler. Okay. Keep forgetting. Okay, so you got the choices of Doug, Mr. P, and Squeak. They're all pretty terrible. So I actually might go Squeak for this one because you need a controller brawler, but a better controller than a Chuck. Chuck is incredibly fun, by the way. In terms of his use rate, it's very niche. You don't get much of a value with him as you do with other brawlers, so definitely go Squeak. You could get a few bit of value with Squeak. So anyway, next brawler we got to choose out of 3 legendaries. So your choice of legendaries would be Sandy, Spike, or Meg. This is incredibly hard. I do like Sandy a bit more, so I'll go Sandy. And then for Epic, you got 3 choices for Epic. So the 3 Epic brawlers you gotta choose from are gonna be Colette, Grom, and what's the last one? Ems. I don't know why I wrote Squeak there. So it'll be Colette. So your 3 choices will be Colette, Grom, and Ems. I would pick maybe Colette because she's like a big counter, so maybe go Colette. She's better. And then you got 3 mythic brawlers to choose from, which I would go between Doug, Mr. P, and Chuck. I would go Chuck because Mr. P and Doug currently don't have a really much use rate, so I would go Chuck. And then you got the new legendary brawler Draco. I would definitely go him. And you got Draco between Draco, you got Spike, and you got Meg. I'll go Draco 100%. Next brawler is Belle. Belle is probably one of those unique marksmen. So you got 3 choices here. You've got Belle, you've got Grom, and you've got Ems. I would go Belle. Though you do need a thrower. And Belle's pretty good. She's pretty good to everything, so yeah, I'd go Belle for a safe choice. Next one is Lou. So the choice between, you've got Lou, you got Lou. Lou is the new mythic brawler, so you've got choice between Lou, Mr. P, and Doug. I would still go Lou. And then you got a new legendary brawler. I've got 20% remaining. Oh man, I better be quick. Okay, you got a new legendary brawler, Kenji. I'd go Kenji, 100%. There's no debate. And then you got another new one, which is Ash. For your epic one. I might go Grom with this one. Ash is pretty good, but I think other takes just do his job a bit better, so I'd go Grom. Though even though Ash is pretty good in this meta, this is not his thing. Next one is Ruffs. And Ruffs has got a mythic, so you've got the choice of Ruffs with Mr. P and Doug. I actually might go Mr. P on this one, because I trust that Mr. P is going to be better than the other 2. So Mr. P is going to be the better one here. Then you got between 2 choices of a legendary brawler. So the 2 choices that you have now is Spike and Meg. I'll go Spike. I know Spike has been pretty forgotten here, but he's good, but he's not strong at all. Not really. Or maybe I'm just underrating him. Anyway, epic brawler Lola. So this is a new epic brawler Lola. So you've got the choice between Lola, Ash, and Ems. I would go Lola 100% of the time. The next one is a mythic. So you got 2 choices in the mythic. You've got Doug and Ruffs. for the mythic if you're going my way or if you go your own way, whatever. You got Doug and Russ for mythic. I would still go Buzz 100% of the time. And then you've only got what your last legendary, and that your last legendary should be is Meg, because she's trash. Now you get a new epic, Sam, and I would 100% go Sam. He is definitely a fun bro. I don't know why he's so far down this list. Anyway, definitely go Sam. Definitely one of my favorite brawlers. I've been biased, and I'm pretty sure I've been biased this whole list. It's not really been a more accurate list, but anyway, go Sam. He's just better than Ash and Ems. Though he might not be better this meta, he will definitely be better when he gets a hypercharge. So do get him. Fang. Now next one is Fang. Now Fang is an assassin mythic. He's actually pretty good at most things, and he's a fun brawler. So maybe you go for him rather than picking a Doug and a Doug and Ruffs. So Doug and Ruffs are not really that fun. So go Fang. Anyway, next one, Mandy. Okay, Mandy is another marksman, but I would not recommend going Mandy. She's kind of a high skill brawler, unless you're one of. She's probably not one of my favorite marksmen to play. Probably the least favorite marksman, to be honest. So, the options I've got here is Ash and Ems. So I might actually go Ash with this one and just leave Mandy later, because I'm not really good with Mandy, but at least I'm more of a tank player, so I'll be comfortable on what you just gotta figure out what brawlers you like to play. Anyway, let's do Eve. Eve's a damage dealer? I didn't even know Eve was a damage dealer, but anyway. Eve's pretty good, and I think Eve has one of those unique mechanics, so maybe getting her would be really good. And I think she's the first brawler you get that can walk on water. So yeah, do get Eve. I do recommend that one, because a lot of maps that are coming out now, I've got a lot of water, so do get Eve. And she also has a hypercharge, which is pretty cool. So that's between Eve, Doug, and Ruffs. I would definitely get Eve out of those three, only because Eve can walk on water. Maisie is your next one, and that is your next epic marksman. Though she's not really more of a marksman, she's more of just a damage dealer now. I don't see her as a marksman at all. I don't know why she's classed as that, but anyway. You got the choices of Mandy and Ems as well. So maybe I'll go Mandy for this one. Yeah, I'll go Mandy for this one, just because you need an extra marksman, but you don't need Maisie. Maisie is really strong though if you're really good at him. If you think you're really good, get Maisie, but if you're not so good, get Mandy. Maisie's more high skill than Mandy, so depends on what you like. Anyway, Janet. Janet is another mythic brawler you get, and definitely either Janet, Doug, or Ruffs. I would definitely go Janet 100% of the time. Pearl. Pearl is an epic brawler, and it's between a Pearl. Okay, so it's between Pearl, Maisie, and trying to remember who I picked before. Ems. Pearl, Maisie, and Ems. I would go Pearl. Though Pearl has a very different playstyle to every other brawler. She's more of a patient player, but it does reward you with patience, so do go Pearl with that. Your next brawler is Otis. Now Otis is a very boring brawler to play. It's not very fun, to be honest. Though he is definitely better than Doug and Ruffs, so do go him. Next one is Larry and Laurie, and I would 100% pick up Larry and Laurie any day. There is no debate. They've been probably the longest on top of any brawler in history, really. They're just unstoppable. The amount of nerfs they get, and they're still strong. They're still the most consistent brawler. Definitely get him. And then your next one will be Buster. Now Buster's probably the best tank in the game, so I would definitely recommend getting Buster. Definitely better than Doug, even though Doug is not a really tank, he's a support. Just better. Just get Buster, he's just way better. Next set is Angelo. Now I would 100% get Angelo. Now, because Angelo is very versatile and very good in everything, and he's very fast brawler, very fun actually as well. Though it does take a bit of skill to get aiming right, but once you master him, he's insane. Next brawler is RT that you unlock, and oh man, I think RT has to be the ultimate ranked brawler, or ultimate draft brawler. The most versatile probably brawler in the game, so definitely get RT for that. He's definitely better than Doug and Ruffs. I mean, it's not much competition, but yeah, definitely better. Next one you've got is Barry. Now Barry is a pretty good brawler as well, so yeah, do get Barry as well. is insane support brawler too. So you got that. No, I don't think you guys agree with Maisie being not picked at all. But anyway, Miko is pretty bad. Okay. Is he as bad as Ruffs and Doug? No. He does have a better purpose, though. I'm trying to pick whether you could go Ruffs rather than Miko. It's kind of hard. Though Miko is a bit fun, so I'd go Miko and just lead Ruffs and Doug behind. Next ball you got is Shade. Now you got the difference between Shade, Maisie, and Ems. Go Shade, Maisie, and Ems. I would actually go Maisie here. There's some time in the future Shade will get a hypercharge and he's going to be very good, so whether you want to take the gamble, you can go that, but honestly I put my bets on Shade, way better. Oh no, I mean Maisie, my bad. Now your next one will be Charlie. As a mythic, Charlie is actually oh, Charlie's a bit dreadful to play. I don't know whether she's worse than Ruffs though. I don't know whether it's worse than Ruffs. I have to say Charlie's a bit better than Ruffs. Ruffs is just unplayable basically. Well, not unplayable, just really boring, really basic. Anyway, you get two choices of an epic, and those two choices are Shade and Ems. Now, I would definitely be very careful. I would actually go Shade here. You've also got Meeple as well. That would be here. I think Meeple will be in this spot instead of this unknown choice. I think Meeple will be here. So if that's the case, then I would go Meeple. So I'll definitely go Meeple, which then leads you to Melody, if I'm guessing. I would definitely choose Melody. This is a note. I'm not simping. Definitely choose Melody. Next one. So now you'll have two choices here, but even though it would show one, you'll still have two choices here. Okay, so these two choices were between Shade and Ems. I'll definitely go Shade and leave Ems to be the very last epic brawler you unlock. Lily is your next mythic brawler. You got two other choices with Lily. You got Ruffs and Doug. I would still go Lily because she's just way better. Next one, Clancy. I'd still go Clancy, way better. Mo's tricky, but I would still go Mo, just way better. And then you got Juju, which I would go Juju as well. And then you got the new brawler Ollie. I don't know where Ollie's going to sit, but I think Ollie's going to be better than Doug and Ruffs at the moment. And then you got the two last choices here, which will be Doug and Ruffs, and I would choose Ruffs and then make Doug your very last choice of the game. And then once you've done that, you've got all the brawlers in the game and you'll get fame. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe and that, whatever. I'll see you next time.